Hello everybody and welcome back to another review. I'm reviewing Avengers Endgame, which I can imagine most people have seen by the time. It's been out more than a year now, well just about over a year. And for me, I probably won't lie, if I do any Marvel movie with this included, I probably will be more biased because they're my favourite films, it's my favourite franchise. But let's get into it. So Endgame, the movie itself, is a masterpiece overall. It is the perfect way to finish the Infinity Saga, which is obviously from the very first Iron Man film that came out to Endgame, so all 23 films that came out. This was a perfect way that they could have ended it. I feel that they've made the right decisions in the way they took it. They could have definitely, potentially, ended it in a different way. But with the way they ended it, it suited it better than if they ended it another way. But like I said, not going to try and spoil it as much as possible. And the CGI in the film, it works. It's perfect. It works well with everything that is obviously real. So obviously Hulk, obviously everyone knows, and Thanos, they're all CGI. But when they're in a room with like Captain America or Iron Man, even his suit in this one were better than it was in Infinity War because they are CGI as well. Obviously, if you do want to fully understand everything from Endgame, like all the characters, like what's actually going on, where they are, where they've been, where they go to, and stuff like that, you should watch them all in order, which it will take you a while, but it'd make it better for you to watch them all and understand it properly. Because if you just, obviously I know which a lot of people did, which I'm not criticising you for, but I wouldn't recommend it, went to just watch Endgame straight away, didn't bother watching any others and just went to watch it. So I'm assuming a lot of people would have been confused as to what was actually going on, why they were doing everything. But it doesn't matter. The story is a marvellous story. Excuse the pun. You see enough of each character in Endgame from like the original 6, which is Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye, which technically is running in Endgame, Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. I definitely believe they could have dealt with Thor better because obviously you watched Endgame, so you know he has depression and anxiety, which also Iron Man did as well, which you see him have it in Iron Man 3 from the events that happened in the first Avengers film. And with the Iron Man, they treat it very seriously. They actually didn't make it like a joke, as in Endgame, honestly. Thor got fat, he let himself go. Obviously, him, Korg, and Meek had the house, they didn't leave, they just played Fortnite and drank and ate. And his side of his depression and anxiety wasn't as serious, more of a humour, because obviously most people think a god isn't going to be like that, but obviously it was because, spoiler, obviously he lost his mum in For the Dark World, he lost his dad in Thor Ragnarok, and he lost Loki in Infinity War. But obviously, as we all know, if you obviously add them to Marvel, you know they're doing a series with Loki, so they can quite easily bring him back. The fight sequences in the film are very well choreographed and set up well. The set pieces are stunning in the film, for like the places we see, such as New Asgard, which is set in Scotland. There's obviously, we see also the New York from 2012, and where else do we go? We'll say Vormir. Yeah, they go Vormir to get the Soul Stone, which is obviously where certain events happen. Don't say what. They also go Morag. More events happen. We saw Star-Lord in it, and if you saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, you will understand the bit in that, and it makes it more funny because of how you see him act in Endgame, and that's how it actually is. But also when you watch it in Guardians of the Galaxy film, it just looks normal and like he's actually in like a music video or something like that. In the film, there's a good balance of funniness, seriousness, sadness, happiness, and even more because obviously depending on what bit you're in, you will find obviously different parts to the seriousness, to the funniness, to the sadness, and all that. It is also, I didn't actually say at the start of this time, it is a action superhero film. So obviously if you're into that, definitely do watch it, because even though some people go, oh, it's a superhero film for children, it's definitely not. It's for all ages. Anyone can watch it, from being a baby to being in your 80s, 90s, whatever. So if you haven't watched it already, which I doubt you haven't, because it's the biggest film of all time, everyone knows it. It topped Avatar on box up in just sales, I think, or box office sales. So definitely do watch it if you haven't. But if you haven't watched it, don't go straight to it. I'd say watch from Iron Man, but a lot of people want to watch all 22 films and then watch Endgame. And so if you could start from somewhere, I would recommend starting from the original Avengers, which you'd still be like in double digits to watch. So yeah, so it's just, if it's your type of thing, if obviously you don't like it, don't be watching it. But that's where obviously it's different for people, especially in a comic book superhero movie. People obviously, if you want an action, some people will go watch like Expendables or Transporter or something. So yeah, let's go watch something like John Wick. Someone go watch John Wick. John Wick is sick. I'll do a review on that. But I also liked how all the cast were the original cast from every single film, which was good. Obviously, we saw that's the last film that Black Panther will be in, as in the Chadwick Boseman Black Panther. So obviously, Marvel have also confirmed, let's throw this in there now, that we won't see a CGI version of Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther 2, which I'm glad about, because I feel that'd be a bit of disrespect to himself. So, and I think I also read that he's actually died in the MCU, but obviously they can't really say it yet, because it'd be very strange to see him just get killed off without seeing why. But yeah, all the characters, you see all the pain, you see all the hurt, all the happiness and everything in the casting. The cast was absolutely fabulous. You got obviously Robert Downey Jr. who plays Iron Man. You couldn't thought of anybody else to play Iron Man. Well, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth to play Thor and Captain America. Scarlett Johansson to play Black Widow, so we know her film is coming out next year. Mark Ruffalo as Hulk, another great pick, and Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. That is just the original six. I'm not going to say everyone because I've been here for minutes. So overall, definitely do watch it if you haven't watched it already, and if, like I said, you are going to watch it, try and watch all the others. But if you don't want it doesn't matter. You will still be able to get why they're doing it. If it's getting a rating out of 10, it's going to get a 10 out of 10 from me, and being biased, but it's just the perfect movie. It's just got everything you want and you want to see out of a movie. Like I said on my last video, and I probably will say every video, leave comments saying what you want me to review. I did get someone say they want me to review Stranger Things. If I'll do something like that, a series, it will take a while. So yeah. So like I said, leave a comment below what you'd like to see or how I can improve, and if you liked it, please give it a like, and thank you and cheers and have a good day.